Hey guys, Avatar here, welcome back. Well, a new season has started in Hearthstone, and you know what that means. A new journey to rank 1. I think over the next couple days, I'm going to decide if I want to actually keep this Paladin deck in order, or if I want to maybe just try to freshen it up a bit. I think I'm going to devote more time this month to actually getting higher and not just playing a couple games every couple days. Should put a little bit more effort into it. For your viewing pleasure, of course.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
These games, since I'm only 23 right now, should be
I will fight with honor.
relatively easy. But we'll see. It's kind of luck of the draw at this point, I think. You could go against someone who, you know, when the classes reset, you could go against someone who is very good. Or you could go with someone who's actually supposed to be at level 23, rank 23, whatever. I think we open up with Knife Juggler, depending on what he plays here. Maybe even a Wild Pyromancer. Probably Wild Pyromancer if he's coining something. Ugh, no, it's going to be a... Well... I'm going to go with Wild Pyromancer. I could go Fairy Dragon to make sure that he isn't able to remove this with... I'm not sure what the hell you could remove it with, but... Yeah, let's go Wild Pyromancer. If I didn't have a second one in my hand, I'd probably put the Fairy Dragon out instead, but there's no use of having two Pyromancers in your hand. Probably just save this one for equality. That's exactly what I was not wanting to happen. Alrighty then. That was super awkward. I'm like, what are the odds of him being able to actually remove something? Not very high. Well, he had two more coils in his hand somehow. And he hits me for another two. Naturally. Trade that. Well, I definitely did that the backwards way. That's alright. Best thing I could have done was hit him for 1 damage. It's really not that big of a deal because he's going to end up trading the Jungle Panther with the Knife Juggler if he's smart. Or he'll trade life. I'm getting super low.
Reporting for
18
duty.
HP already. Good news is I have a Sunwalker next turn. This deck doesn't really appear to be a rush deck. It just appears that he prioritizes attacking me rather than trading. He's burning through his deck pretty quickly as well.
Truth is the battle.
Naturally. Give me a card I can actually play here, please.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
I'm gonna end up wasting a durability, but that's something I have to live with.
You're in trouble now.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Interesting. We could Tyrion. Or we could Equality Consecrate. Or we could just Consecrate and trade one of these Silverhand Recruits. I think we'll do that.
The battle. The battle. Reporting for duty.
That works for me. That works all day for me. I believe he has one Siphon Soul left, so I have to be prepared for that once we put Tyrion down. Let's see if we can't draw out another
Reporting for duty.
Siphon Soul.
The battle! The battle!
Even if he has Siphon Soul, I don't think he can kill me this turn, so... We either have a board clear next turn or a Tyrion, depending on what happens. I'm sure he has another Siphon Soul, but that's okay. Because most likely at that point he goes straight at me for 7. I rebuttal with 6 and a 7/7 Tyrion, which he will have no way to get rid of. Oh, does not have a Siphon Soul. Jesus.
Do you need a blessing?
Interesting. Let's just play Tyrion.
Put your faith in the light.
I'll take this guy out.
The battle! The battle!
Do we want to use the... Yeah, let's use the last charge on another Silverhand.
Reporting for duty.
So we have board clear if we need it. This dude just has all the removal. Alright, I think that's GG. I think that's GG. Unless he has Shadow Flame. Still GG. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, there's no longer GG. Well, I want to get the most bang for my buck, so...
Reporting for duty. For justice. The battle!
1 HP, sir. 1 HP. What do you have in your hand?
Well played.
You have a life tap on your sword. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. Alright. Let's keep the magic train going, shall we? Well, maybe just doing an old... I used to have a... back in December, I used to have a... like a legendary only type paladin deck. Or it wasn't legendary only, but I probably had like 15 or so legendaries in it. And it was kind of gimmicky. But like most legendary decks, if I made it to turn 7 or 8, I pretty much was guaranteed the win. I'm gonna toss it to a win. Okay. I can have a very strong opening or a very weak opening depending on what he has here. I think as long as he doesn't put like a charger down or something like that, I'll coin the Knife Juggler and see what he has. Oh. Yep, I'm gonna coin a Knife Juggler. I'm a little bit worried about putting a second Knife Juggler down next turn simply because of Cleave. But we'll see. Leopardon. Okay. Again, I am worried about Cleave, so what I will do... and go for the RNG. And we missed it, which sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, you saw that one coming a mile away. And a Harvest Golem. Interesting. Putting the Knife Juggler out doesn't really do much because it just automatically trades the Harvest Golem. That goes the same with the Wild Pyromancer and the Fairy Dragon. Thing is I'm okay with the Fairy Dragon trade. Simply because I value the Knife Juggler higher than the Fairy Dragon. And this is exactly what the Fairy Dragon's for, right? It's to make these sorts of trades. I mean, the Harvest Golems, you'll never get a good trade there. But, oh, we're probably going to boink that on the head. Yeah. Could try some RNG tactics and go Knife Juggler or Wild Pyromancer and just see where the balls fly. See where the balls land. Both these guys take this out, however... Well, screw it. Let's live dangerously. That wasn't what I was looking for. So I'm gonna get bad trades now. He'll trade this for one of them, and I'll bonk the other one, so I'll have a 3-2 on the board still. Here's what it is. He made a mistake there. Ooh, it's awkward. Oh, shit. It's 7 damage on the board next turn if I don't do anything. If I play the second Wild Pyromancer and I get a quality, it's not going to be as potent if I need board clear later, but we might not make it later if we let 7 damage come through next turn. He can potentially avoid it, but I feel like he'll trade something. Probably the Harvest Column. Or Cleave. That'll just fix everything. Jesus. Yeah. Good news is he has no cards left. Bad news is I have 14 HP. Well, we could do Avenging Wrath, but I mean, Divine Sunwalker's gonna... Unless he has something to get rid of Sunwalker, it's gonna take 3 of them down.
Let me think.
Let's hope he doesn't have some more removal. The most damage he could do right now is 4. He could trade everything except the Cochrane. It'll be the most efficient, unless he has another charge in his hand, of course. Or an Arcanate Reaper, that'll do the trick as well. Yeah. Not good. So, I'm pretty sure we lose here. Yes, we do. Well, that's awkward.
The victory.
Even if I was able to clear his board, I only had 5 HP left, and he had an Arcanate Reaper, so... Well, that was an awkward little beatdown, as it were. Had a very high-end mana cost deck there in my hand, unfortunately. Could have used maybe a couple Consecrations a little bit earlier. Would have probably been a little bit more useful.
Uther versus Valera.
Uther versus Valera. I go first,
with
okay.
honor.
Going first against the Rogue is never a good thing. Okay, so... Don't have the best starting hand, don't do the worst starting hand. Sometimes I feel like just giving in, just creating a Hunter Rush deck and saying F it. Just win 60% of the time. Hey, what works, what works. Okay. Well. That was a hell of a use of a coin, and I have a very, very, very heavy hand right now. If I can make it turn 8, I got land hands. That's the good news. Bad news is I have a turn 3 play and then nothing till turn 6 that I'm aware of. And this guy doesn't seem to know what he's doing, so that's the good news. I'll probably still lose to him though. Because that's always a fun time. I'm going to assume he doesn't have a Swamp Ooze. He's got 7 cards in his hand. What could he be doing here? It's a little bit weird at this ranking. You don't really know what to expect from your opponents. Some random like Twilight Drake rogue play or something. I don't know. Thinking Harvest Golem, obviously, next. What? Okay. Probably take out... No, he's going straight for me still. Okay. Potentially some sort of rush-down rogue deck, maybe? Something where he just keeps hitting me for a couple damage, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then all of a sudden he drops a Leroy Jenkins with Cold Blood. Okay, so we have another Harvest Golem, that's good. Blade Fury would probably suck right about now. Wouldn't suck that bad, though. I like how I have 3 epics in my hand, though. That's kind of epic. Tazdingo. Yes. And you are finally going to take out a minion. Very nice, good sir. Very nice. Unless he's about to waste 2 backstabs on it. I'm not sure why he did that. Oh, I know why he did that. That's okay, though. Obviously, he wouldn't have traded properly if he didn't, but that's okay, because I was hoping he would trade it anyways. I'm going to do that, and turn. So I have a 3-4, 3-2, and a 2-2. Next turn we have Avenging Wrath or Sunwalker, depending on the situation. So at least we're started coming into our own now. We have some options. I feel like I maybe want a faster deck just to simply get to these games quicker. I used to have my Murloc deck or any of my Rush decks. It was really, you know, you knew if you're going to win or lose in the first 3-4 minutes. So the games went by really quick. Fan of Knives. I don't know if he's doing it for the card draw or for some legitimate reason, but okay. Alright, gonna force me to trade one of my other guys. Okay, that's fair. Oh, oh, oh. I think we just keep War Control here and we'll just Avenging Wrath. I think that's just really the best possible. Yeah. Really would like to see what he has in his hand. He's been keeping a pretty heavy hand the entire game. Probably Avenging Wrath again next turn to just finish him off.
So many options.
Tazdingo! Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't really have much of an option here, so I'll even use my board to clear this and then just Avenging Wrath to kill him, and that'll be GG. Unless he does something silly like that. Interesting. We could take our chances with Avenging Wrath. Or we could even... No, we can't do that. We can do this. There you go. That works. Hey, that's why Avenging Wrath sucks. But it's really good. Alright guys, there's your daily dose of Hearthstone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.